Struggling to boost your health without breaking the bank? What if I told you Canada has the answer, right in its backyard? Hi, I'm your name, and in today's Well North video, we're diving into 7 Canadian superfoods that will transform your health, energy, and even your kitchen routine. From boreal forests to icy oceans, with a special spotlight on our liquid gold, maple syrup. Maple leaf, these foods aren't just nutritious, they're packed with indigenous traditions, sustainability, and modern science. Stick around until the end for a bonus tip with a 7-day plan to use all of them. Ready for this Canadian journey? Let's start. When I started getting into health and wellness, I thought superfoods only came from far-off places like goji berries from Asia or quinoa from the Andes. But living here in Canada, I discovered our backyard is a nutritional treasure trove. From wild rivers to boreal forests, Canada produces foods that are sustainable, steeped in history, and backed by science. And let me tell you, when I tried real maple syrup, not that sugary supermarket stuff, it was like unlocking a superpower in the kitchen. Today, we're exploring these 7 superfoods, starting with an icon of Canadian waters. Superfood 1. Wild Pacific Salmon. First up, wild Pacific salmon. Picture this, wild salmon leaping through British Columbia's crystal-clear rivers, full of strength. That's the power you bring to your plate. Sockeye salmon, in particular, is packed with omega-3 EPA and DHA, which reduce inflammation, protect your heart, and even boost your mood. That vibrant red color? It's astaxanthin, an antioxidant that supports skin health and endurance. Unlike farmed salmon, wild-caught has fewer contaminants and more nutrients. Practical tip: grill it with lemon and dill, or use leftovers in a salad with arugula. Pure health. Superfood 2. Maple syrup, Canada's liquid gold. Now, get ready for our star, maple syrup, Canada's liquid gold. Maple leaf, it's not just a sweetener, it's a superfood with history, flavor, and science. Indigenous peoples in eastern Canada, like the Algonquin, were the first to tap maple trees, turning sap into an elixir that sustained communities. Today, we know pure maple syrup is loaded with antioxidant polyphenol, like quebercol, unique to the boiling process. Studies from the University of Rhode Island found 24 beneficial compounds that fight inflammation and boost immunity. It's got manganese, zinc, and even calcium, unlike refined sugar's empty calories. Not all maple syrup is created equal. Grade A is light and perfect for desserts like pancakes or Greek yogurt. Grade B is darker, bolder, ideal for marinades or baking. The process. It's a sustainable art. Trees are tapped carefully, and a single tree can produce sap for decades without harm. Creative ideas. Mix with Dijon mustard for a Canadian salad dressing. Blend into smoothies with banana and cinnamon for a sweet kick. Roast carrots with maple syrup and ginger for an unforgettable side dish. Want a challenge? Make a homemade maple latte, coffee, steamed milk, and a spoonful of maple syrup. Fun fact: Canada produces 70% of the world's maple syrup, with Quebec leading the charge. It's a national treasure. Let's have a maple moment. Try one of these recipes and tag #WellNorthMaple on your stories. Superfood 3. Saskatoon berries. From forests to the heart of the prairies, we find Saskatoon berries, Canada's forgotten superfruit. These purple berries, also called service berries, are packed with anthocyanins and flavonols, which protect your heart and fight oxidative stress. They've got more fiber than blueberries and more calcium than red meat. The Cree and Blackfoot peoples use them in pemmican, a nutrient-dense food for long journeys. How to use: add to smoothies, bake into muffins, or make homemade jam. Pro tip: freeze them in summer for year-round use. Superfood 4. Chaga mushroom. Now, we dive into the boreal forests for chaga mushroom, Canada's black gold. This birch tree fungus is a powerful adaptogen, loaded with beta-glucans and melanin, boosting immunity and fighting oxidative stress. Early research even suggests anti-cancer benefits. Traditionally brewed into an earthy, invigorating tea, it's a staple in indigenous practices. Tip: simmer chaga chunks for hours, strain, and add lemon or maple syrup. But be careful, harvest sustainably to protect the forests. Superfood 5. Atlantic Seaweed. From the icy Atlantic waters, we get seaweed, dulse, kelp, and Irish moss, true ocean treasures. They're rich in iodine for thyroid health, magnesium, calcium, and fucoidins with anti-inflammatory properties. Their prebiotic fibers supercharge gut health. Simple ideas: sprinkle dulse on popcorn, add kelp to soups, or blend Irish moss into smoothies for a creamy texture. Bonus: seaweed harvesting is super sustainable, needing no freshwater or fertilizers. Superfood 6. Cold-pressed Canadian canola oil. Forget the canola myths. Cold-pressed Canadian canola oil, developed in Manitoba, is a superfood with monounsaturated fats and plant-based omega-3s, with less saturated fat than other oils. Unlike refined versions, cold-pressed keeps a nutty aroma and natural antioxidants. How to use: perfect for salad dressings or light sautéing. Try mixing with apple cider vinegar and maple syrup for a Canadian vinaigrette. Plus, it's often non-GMO and sustainably grown. Superfood 7. Labrador Tea. Our final superfood takes us to the boreal bogs, Labrador tea. Used by Inuit, Métis, and First Nations, this evergreen shrub offers anti-inflammatory, digestive, and calming effects. Recent studies point to ursolic acid and essential oils supporting metabolic health. How to prepare: steep dried leaves for 10 to 15 minutes for an earthy, floral, caffeine-free tea. Warning: identify the plant correctly, as some lookalikes are toxic. Common superfood myths. Before the bonus tip, let's bust some myths. Myth 1. Superfoods are expensive and exotic. Not in Canada. Maple syrup and canola are affordable, and seaweed can be locally sourced. Myth 2. Superfoods are hard to use. Wrong. Maple syrup goes on everything, and seaweed is as easy as a spice. Myth 3. They don't make a difference. Studies show salmon, chaga, and more have real health benefits. So, why not give them a try? Bonus tip: 7-day superfood plan. Here's the promised bonus: a 7-day plan to use all these superfoods. Monday: grilled salmon with a canola and maple syrup vinaigrette. Tuesday: Saskatoon berry smoothie with spinach and Irish moss. Wednesday: chaga tea with a splash of lemon. Thursday: salad with dulse flakes and maple syrup dressing. Friday: oatmeal with maple syrup, nuts, and fruit. Saturday: kelp veggie soup. Sunday: Labrador tea to relax and plan the week. Want detailed recipes? Save this video and ask in the comments, I'll share them. There you have it, the 7 Canadian superfoods that can transform your health. From maple syrup, our liquid gold, to ancestral teas, Canada is a treasure trove of nutrition and history. Which superfood are you most excited to try? Drop it in the comments and tag #WellNorthMaple if you try maple syrup. If you loved this, give a like, subscribe to WellNorth, and hit the bell for more Canadian health tips. Share with friends who love food and culture, and check out that video on the side for more inspiration. See you next time.